I'd like to consider myself a fairly conscious person, and I do take intentional steps to help our future Earth. As I've gotten older and I've become a mother, I've learned to think outside of myself, think outside of my family, even outside of my generation. I'm thinking about what's to come. While I sometimes think that I am so small in this big world and that my contributions can't make a true difference, I have to remind myself that they do. That this is definitely a life progression. I'm speaking for my family, but this is not something that we can just switch right away. Sometimes it does take slow steps, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with imperfection. I think it's important to take imperfect steps rather than try to be perfect and not do it at all. Better done than perfect is what they say, right? If you didn't know, Earth Day is April 22nd this year, and I wanted to share some of the things that we do as a newly conscious family. We hang dry our clothes. I will not say that we hang dry every piece of clothing, but we do hang a good majority of it. So this way we're not using as much electricity during the drying time. It also helps with the longevity of our clothes. One of our more conscious decisions is to replace our light bulbs. LED lights have a longer bulb life, which lowers your costs, as well as electricity usage. Plastic toothbrushes do not break down at all. With the wooden toothbrushes, it breaks down a lot easier during composition. We also use bar soaps. Bar soaps usually have an eco-friendly packaging, which means it's better for the environment when it's time to dispose. We don't always use bar soaps and shampoos, but we try our best to use them majority of the time. Better done than perfect, right? I stopped shopping at fast fashion stores. Forever 21, H&M, Urban Outfitters, all of those type of stores were really popular. Like when I graduated high school, we were coming out of a recession, and actually we were in the middle of a recession. So because we get cheaper prices and better deals, that means the company gets to cut corners in other places. And that usually means with their workers, which is definitely unfair. Now that we're out of it, we can kind of invest in more quality clothes, or we can shop secondhand. I would much rather give my money towards a greater good. If you shop at a thrift store, you are using secondhand. You're not contributing to additional waste. Or if I'm not going to shop at the thrift store, there are certain things that I can't get, or if I'm looking for something specific, I try to invest in companies that have good ethical practices. They pay their employees a reasonable wage. They're not working them to the ground. Stop throwing out all of our glass jars. I have found many different ways to incorporate them into our house. So sometimes I use them for my makeup brushes, we'll use them for supplies, my daughter uses them for her markers. In the kitchen, we'll use them for our bulk items. If your towels are too far gone to donate, cut them up and use them as cloth rags. I have definitely done this, and I feel so much better using the cloth instead of paper towels. Next, we stopped buying disposable plastic bags. We have a plethora of Tupperware. We have big, small, round, square, rectangle. We have it all because I want to make sure that we have no need for those kind of bags anymore. I know that it's difficult to remember to bring your reusable bags, but something that we stopped doing was constantly using the store bags for trash, because at the end of the day, the plastic trash bag still gets thrown into the dump. So what we'll do is we'll take our plastic bags and recycle them at the store. I know that Sprouts and Publix does this. I think Target might do it as well. Something else that we take to the store is the egg cartons. There's usually a place to recycle those as well. We're very open to learning new practices and trying different products, even just trying to become more conscious, more aware of what we're putting into our body, into our home, and into our environment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.